friends, it's me, Mrs. Monroe, and today we're going to watch a short video regarding the water cycle. I'll go over some of the terms that we learn in this video and how the water cycle is a constant circle. Enjoy the video.
Hello friends, and welcome to another new Happy Learning video. Today we will learn all about the water cycle. Earth, which is the planet we live on, is known as the blue planet because as much as 3/4 of the planet's surface is water. And water is so very important because without it, there would be no life. Without it, these sweet little otters wouldn't exist. Or these playful bears. Nor this conceited bird. Or even us, the human beings. That is why we must look after it. We should conserve our water well, and most of all, we must maintain our rivers and oceans clean. Did you know water never stands still, but is in always constant movement, even though at times it doesn't seem like it? This water movement is what we call water cycle. Now, let's learn more about it. When the sun warms the water on Earth's surface, it evaporates, converting itself into water vapor or steam, and it begins its incredible journey, flying into the sky, up towards the atmosphere. This first stage of its journey is known as evaporation. When the water converts in vapor, it rises towards the atmosphere, then cools down, transforming itself into clouds. This second stage of its journey is called condensation. Once the water has condensated and turned into a cloud, it continues its amazing journey by being blown by the wind, traveling from one place to another. Clouds are actually tiny little drops of water suspended in the air. But when the clouds grow, they collect more and more water. These water drops then crash into each other and become bigger drops of water. Then, at some point, they will end up falling to the ground in the form of rain or even snow. This stage of the water cycle is called precipitation. The water which falls to the ground, which precipitates in the form of either rain or snow, may land in rivers or even on the ground, to then seep through to subterranean currents of water. All this water must continue its long journey, covering vast amount of distances until it finally reaches the sea. When it arrives at the big blue sea, it will once again begin the process. Evaporation, condensation, precipitation. That is why it's called the water cycle, because it forms a never-ending circle.
Okay, so we learned a little bit about the water cycle and how it's a cycle because it's a never-ending process. It keeps going in a continuous loop. So let's say we're starting with evaporation. So water that's in our lakes, our oceans, our streams, it heats up and it changes into a gas. The gas is lighter and it's able to be carried up to the sky. At that point, as the little particles of gas start to cool, they change into little liquid droplets of water. And then as these water droplets are in the clouds will be pushed away in the wind. As the water droplets begin to crash into each other, they form bigger droplets. When these bigger droplets form, it forms precipitation, which is snow, rain, sleet, hail. So when it starts falling from the clouds, that is known as precipitation. It comes down to the ground, and it'll find its way in our lakes, streams, and eventually travel to the ocean. And the whole process will start over again. We have evaporation. So it's getting warmed up, it turns into a gas, it's rising up in the air. As it begins to form, it condensates. So you know in the summer when you have a cold glass of water, you'll see little water droplets on the outside of your glass. That's considered condensation. So as this condensation forms, it creates a cloud. The wind, again, carries these clouds off. And then as the condensation, the little water vapors collide with each other, they combine, they're heavier, and that's when we get precipitation that falls from the sky. So again, rain, snow, sleet, hail, they fall from the sky, they hit the ground, and they find their way to lakes, streams, rivers, and the ocean. And then we just continually keep going through this cycle. And this water cycle is important to life because all animals, humans, we all need water to survive. And then tomorrow in class, we'll go ahead and we'll do an experiment. It's basically called Weather in a Cup. I think you guys will enjoy it quite a bit. I will see you tomorrow.